Hey yo, what's the deal? You know who it is. It's the Don. Yeah, Tony Teflon. Yeah, House Teflon. We pull the strings. Yeah. What's going on, people? What's going on? Yeah. And I'm doing this real quick. I'm about to be out. I got to do the relay for life and stuff like that. But a couple of things came up real quick, and a couple of major spoilers, I think, for the Windsor winner have been just put out there and stuff like that. So I just wanted to touch on them, a couple of them and stuff like that. And one of them, I have to say that LaDonna Sargent put me on to. So thank you for her for putting me on to this one. But it definitely confirms without a doubt something. So that's what we want to touch on real quick. The first one, and that has to do with Mates Kyburn. And this dude just spilled the beans on the whole situation with Sir Robert Strong. So basically, I would think that the thing about Kyburn that we talk about, that we know about this dude and stuff like that, if anything, is that his importance. If we had to do a whole thing and stuff, like I would do a whole thing on it. Mostly his importance is Sir Robert Strong, and what is Sir Robert Strong?
Lovely to see you here at Collect Money today.
And stuff
it's
like
the first
that.
time you've done a convention.
What is Sir Robert Strong, and who is Sir Robert Strong, and stuff like that? And is Sir Robert Strong the Mountain, and stuff like that? That's basically what his involvement is in the book, his big thing. So let's do a little bit of this dude's interview and see exactly what he says about that.
Actually, I don't mind being out of the loop. It's quite refreshing not to, to just dip in. They're all lovely people, and then I go away again. But this year I've been asked back, and I think I've got a bit more to do. I've got 5 episodes in the next series. So, but again, what I'm going to be doing, I have no idea. Probably something very nasty.
Alright, so right here he knows that next season he's got 5 episodes that are going to be devoted where he's going to be in it. He doesn't know what he's going to do because he's never read the books, but he thinks it's going to be something nasty. So continue.
This is usually what happens.
You had filming with Jamie, weren't you? You're filming Fitting His Golden Hand, for example.
Yeah, I become an expert prosthetic hand fitter person. I can tell you all about that. My little bits in the last series, which are airing at the moment, I only had 2 scenes. One was to do with the hand. The other one I can't say because it's not been out yet. But it's a more interesting scene, and it gives you a clue to what his journey might go into. I have things to do with the mountain. That's all I'm saying at the moment.
It's on the edge of our seats now. Now, what was it?
Alright, so basically we have this man, he says right there, point blank. He has all of a sudden 4 to 5 episodes he's going to be in, and he has things to do with the mountain. So I guess right there 100% tells you that Sir Robert Strong is the mountain. That we all suspected that mostly, but it wasn't ever confirmed. So now we are definitely confirmed that fact without a doubt. Sir Robert Strong is the mountain and stuff like that. So now you got to ask yourself the big questions. Why is Kyburn there? Obviously he was with the Brave Companions and stuff like that. And you can get into how he's there and how he's doing all this necromancy stuff. But basically, boom, point blank, just like that. So I thought that was great. And thank you, LaDonna Sargent, for even telling me about that situation and stuff like that. So the next one I have is from the World of Ice and Fire book that's coming out by Elio Garcia, Linda, and George R. R. Martin, which I can't wait for that to come out. But it's basically the Reinhardt people. Now there's a whole, I can go into the whole thing, and I should, but I can't do it right now. The whole Reinhardt situation and stuff like that. And but the thing I have always said and stuff like that about it, right here, the last paragraph is all you really need to know right here. And I will read this for you. Now, at the cage was hung from the wall, so that the prince might witness the enslavement of the women and children whose father and brothers had died in this gallant but hopeless war. The prince, it is said, called down a curse upon the conquerors, entreating Mother Reinhardt to avenge her children, and so that very night the Reinhardt flooded out the season with the great force that was known in living memory, a thick fog full of evil humors fell, and the Valerian conquerors began to die of grayscale. Right there. So now, as I have always said, speaking about Stannis, that Stannis was cursed by Robert Baratheon sleeping in his bed, and that is the reason why Shireen has grayscale. And people told me, no, you can't have that, curse. Grayscale is a biological disease. That's just the way it is, biological and stuff. Obviously, you see right here, grayscale was made by this guy as a curse. So grayscale is not biological, it's a curse. Alright? Therefore, it says right here, which also means, now a lot of people say, oh, Tyrion is a Lannister because isn't a Lannister, he's a Targaryen because Targaryens can fight off grayscale because they don't get sick. It says right here that the disease was made to target them. So I would think they would be more susceptible to the disease, to the cursed disease, than anybody and stuff like that. So I think that blows that kind of helps quash that theory a little bit too. So yeah, so that's that. I thought those are two big points, and wins a winner that were exposed and stuff like that. And I'm probably gonna sit back and read this through over and over, and then do something on that and everything else. And so I gotta make this quick. My next video I'm gonna do, I want to do the prophecies video. It's gonna be a question. I want to do a question and answer. I don't remember all the ones that I did and all the ones I didn't. So if you can, and you want to see the prophecy one, ask me a question about the prophecy you want done, and I will answer all of the prophecy videos on my next video. Alright? And also, I would just like to say that I had just been asked by James Johnson to attend his chat and get on there with those people and for the next episode, because obviously we know what the next episode is and stuff like that. So if you want to see the Don House Teflon rock on that, let it be known in the comment section that that's what you want. Put a thumbs up on that. If you want to see Tony Teflon rock with James, LaDonna, Eli Knight, I think Charlie is on vacation. That is why they asked me to step in. That's why they have the space. But if you want to see the Don get up on there and do his thing, thumbs up this motherfucker. And we gonna rock like that. You know what I mean? And take this show on the road and stuff like that. Look forward to dealing with James Johnson and hearing his views and matching wits with Eli Knight and Master Payne. My man. That's my dude right there. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So if you want to see that, you know what I mean, put the thumbs up on that, and you know what I mean, we gonna get a thing, we gonna do our thing, man, and rep Stannis Baratheon, the true king of Westeros, you know what I mean? But I did think that was some major shit that was out there and stuff like that. So it's like I said, we know Sir Robert Strong, who he is the mountain, boom, so that makes a couple of prophecies pretty much easier and stuff like that to say what's going on there. And now we know that grayscale is a curse, it's not a biological disease. So therefore, there's a couple of different types of grayscale, you know what I mean? I gotta get into it, you know, but there's the infant type, but that's really dormant. So you have to think about Shireen. You know, Shireen is part Targaryen, and if Shireen is a stone dragon that is awakened, and the grayscale is awakened within her, she could be considered a stone dragon that's awakened, that spreads its wings over the wall. Who knows? I don't know. I have to think on that and stuff like that, but it could be anything, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So, as always, subscribe if you like this. Don't just come through and look and go. Commit, you know what I mean? A little commitment in life, that's all I ask for, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep doing this and stuff like that. And, I guess, you know, I'll be back for my weekly for the next Game of Thrones one, you know, the Watchers of the Wall. Look forward to that one. I do believe this could be the best episode of all time. And I'm hoping for that to be the best episode of all time. Because Stannis is coming, baby. He's coming. It's like in the books you hear him, Stannis, Stannis, Stannis. He's coming, baby. He's coming. And that's why I'm glad that they showed the brutality of these Magnorth and all these tough guys eating people. We see what happens when the night is dark and full of terror. We see what happens then. See if they eating Stannis. I doubt it. I doubt it. So as always, it's the Don, Tony Teflon, House Teflon. We pull the strings. Peace. And I'm out. The people's champ. Chairman of the board.